Lee. So what I'm going to be doing is explaining the roles and functions of performance profiling in sports. And obviously there are many roles and many functions, but I've picked out three of each, which I think are going to be most important to you. So the first role is defining goals. So obviously when going out with a plan or in the sort of sporting relation we obviously defining the goals and what targets we're setting for you is very, very important, because obviously we need to be on the right track and we need to know we're on the right track, and obviously then we've got something to aim for, and we can also set up all our training and everything around defining those goals. Secondly, building relationships. Because obviously if we didn't have a relationship, then obviously there would be no trust in there, and going for a training session just wouldn't work, because, well, you wouldn't trust in my decision making, I wouldn't trust in your decision making, so it's all about building up a friendly atmosphere and relationship, and a hard working and sporting relationship that's got a lot of trust and commitment in there as well, because obviously that's then builds up motivation, which is then pushed forward to obviously defining more of the goals as well. Obviously developing opportunities within the sport as well, so obviously such things as getting you out onto maybe some race events, getting out on runs when you didn't think you could, those sort of opportunities. So some functions of performance profiling as well be obviously improving your sports performance, which is probably the main one. Obviously you wouldn't take part in a program if you didn't want to improve your sports performance, because obviously that's, well, so to speak for itself really. To quantify perceptions of the performer, so this is basically to find out things about you without me telling you what I think of you, if in some way. So I'd ask you to sort of rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, around 10 points, 10 important points that I feel are necessary around the sport given to you, or that I feel that you should have a sporting trait for the sport you have. So I'd ask you to rate yourself around these traits, sorry. So then that would give me an idea without me telling you what I think your traits are. So you'd tell me, and then I'd be able to pick out your strengths and your weaknesses. We'd know what to work on. So that would go back to defining the goals, and that then add into building up the relationship as well and developing more opportunities. And another function is obviously to quantify perceptions of myself, the coach. So obviously then you'll know about, and then obviously I'll fill out the same form, and I'll give my opinion of what I think your higher traits are, and it'll then indicate to you obviously what I think of you. There might be some things there which are the same, there might be some things which are really different, and then we can have a big conversation and get to the bottom of why we've chosen certain things and how it's going to affect the training programs, and that's what sort of goals that you're defined and what the main targets are really. And eventually we'll come to an agreement about all of this, and we'll come up with a really effective training program. Okay, so that was the roles and functions of performance profiling in sports. Thanks.